And we are live. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my weekly stream. I am joined once again by my usual co-host, Cybernetic Pink Eye.
Greetings and felicitations.
Classic. Anyway, you may have been able to guess by what's on the screen currently that we are going to be resuming the playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. Last week we finished the Deep Roads. We finished the fucking Deep Roads. The entirety... Hi, J-Dude. Yes, you are indeed first. Anyway.
People said it wouldn't happen, that it was beyond our ability.
It took 4 stream episodes at 2 to 2.5 hours apiece.
Over the course of over 3 months, I believe.
Well, to be fair, one of those months was absorbed by my not being able to stream it, but even so.
Even so.
Yes, J-Dude beat you. Hello, Skeeto, welcome. But yes, hello. So the good news is that we are done technically with the Deep Roads. However, I do still have some minor questline things that I need to do.
You're going the completionist route, aren't you?
Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Skeeto.
So it begins.
And so it begins. Skeeto, we just started. Skeeto likes to shoot his load early. Okay, alright, I'm sorry.
I mean, this video wasn't going to get monetized anyway.
I mean, technically it already has been.
Yeah, I mean, especially if people start using emojis.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm also going to warn you guys, be careful about using emojis while I am streaming, for right now anyway, because YouTube has decided to ban people over quote-unquote spamming emojis. And I don't mean banning their accounts, like that is a thing that happens. But I mean banning whole Google accounts, as in things like access to your Google Drive and shit like that. So like, be careful if you have an emoji that you want to use. Apparently you can't repeat it at any point or else YouTube's gonna go, nope! Account privileges revoked!
It is verboten.
So I'm sorry, you're not allowed to emote anymore.
Yes.
But sincerely, thank you, Skeeto, for that. Going to jokingly use an emoji, I would be careful.
At your own risk, Bobo.
I mean, that's just one of those things that I want to discourage it until YouTube actually manages to prove that they're not pulling this shit anymore. Because, like, it's literally unacceptable what they did. I do not care at all, in the slightest.
Yeah.
For the banning of entire accounts. Like, it is... What, really? Really?
I was thinking that we've come to know each other fairly well during our time in the Deep Roads. You're bloody fearsome for a human. And I'm a warrior without a house to defend. Wandering about killing Darkspawn with a sodding Grey Warden sounds like just the thing to keep me occupied. So what do you say?
Skeeto! Again, Skeeto! Thank you!
Skeeto, goddamn.
Goddamn! Alright. Thank you. I know that I've already recorded myself saying, thank you so much for your support. But, like, literally, I couldn't respond because Ogren was talking, yes, and I didn't want to necessarily talk over him, but oh my god.
Like, I mean, I'm sure Ogren is used to women talking over him at this point.
And talking under him.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, alright, well, for those of you who don't know, Skeeto is awesome and an amazing person, an incredible support for the work that I do, my channel, and everything else, so I am incredibly grateful. God, right off the bat. Alright, it's Fluster lore time, apparently.
He's like, how are you gonna spend your Veterans Day, Skeeto? I'm gonna give all my money to Lorelei.
No! No, okay, no. I've said it before, and I mean it. I appreciate if people have the money to actually, send my way if they appreciate the work that I'm doing or if they want to support what I'm doing. But at no point do I ever want you guys to ever send money that you do not have available or that needs to go to other things or that, like, if you're depriving yourself of something, I would rather. You get free food on Monday. Okay.
I mean, that's true.
But is it $100 worth of free food?
I mean, if you walk in there 100 times.
Well, that's a thing you said. Anyway. So Ogren asked if I wanted him to come along with me. Let's see. I'd be glad to have you with me, Ogren.
And glad I am to hear it. You won't regret it. Now, do any of these sad sacks following you around know the first thing about making ale? Never mind. You can stop with the glaring. I'll ask him myself.
You are stone-carved, Warden.
Huh? Oh. That's some damn good... I mean, I will say that there is some food out there that will cost you $100, and it usually is pretty damn good food. Or it's people who take gold flakes and mix it into milkshakes.
Yeah, just to fucking up that ante. I mean, like, the place we went for my birthday had pretty good... I mean, of course, that was just between, like, 3 tickets added up to around 100 or so, I think. So it wasn't that bad. But, yeah.
I mean, it was a good restaurant. We got excellent care, and also, like, the surface was amazing. And, of course, I think it was the owner who kept coming around, and, like, he tried to take us to a table when the actual hostess came numing up, and he was like, no, I can take care of them. And then he came over and he took our drink orders for us, and then he was just like, he tried so hard to make sure that everything was so good with our service.
Sharks to the scent of blood.
I don't even know. Anyway, so we're being greeted by the Legion of the Dead guy, who came all the way up here.
I've never seen the like. If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest, impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
I'm trying to think of, because it's kind of rude to be like, yes, can you come and fight with us? But, like,
I mean, do you really want juggalos on your side?
You can eat milkshake.
I refuse to stop talking about it until the rest of the world acknowledges it.
Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
And that's appreciated. Nah. Well, I mean, show the world your skill will also, I mean, it actually does work, because if they get honor, that is a very important thing to dwarves, so.
True.
We need you topside. Show the world your skill.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Fair enough. And he teleported away.
Yeah. Also, I see you, Skeeto.
What?
Skulls for the Skull Throne, my dude.
Blood for the Blood God. Okay. So, we have a couple of things. Okay, well, I'm looking over there and seeing a whole bunch of Harrowmont fanatics. Which is great. But
Fresh
also,
after an election.
Yeah, well, they're here to kill me. Alright, take care, Bobo.
Have a good one.
They are sacrificing themselves to fight Darkspawn. Okay, so let's see. Did I have to do it before I came in here, or... Let's see, because I could have sworn there is supposed to be a quest. Lost to the Memories, or Orta with the Records, Exotic Methods, Asunder...
I find it ironic that this dude fought so long and so hard to get that throne, and yet the first thing he does as king is just stand the fuck up. Like, as people wait in line to approach him.
Well, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Was I supposed to take care of the dragon thing before I got a king in place? Oh, it is lagging.
A bit, yes. Also, hi, Dawn.
Hi, Don. Oh, lordy loo.
Also, Don, I'm gonna warn you since it came in a little late, careful with how many emojis you use. Apparently, Google has taken up the hobby of banning whole Google accounts for spamming emojis.
God damn it. Is that... Really? Oh, that fucking sucks. So J. Duda said you can't do the dragon after you crown a king. Are you serious? I'm not gonna go back and do it, but there's actually... Well, no, I don't need it.
This is why you rotate your saves, kids.
Well, and I did. Like, let's see. I could go back here. Well, maybe not. I could go back here, but I would have to replay a whole bunch of shit, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. We're finally done with the deep roads. Oh, wait, there's a dragon I missed.
It's gonna be fine. It's not a major deal. I normally hit it, but, like, whatever.
Yeah.
No clicking the throne after a king is crowned. Yeah.
Again, like the first opportunity to get some dragon action in the game called Dragon Age, and we completely missed it.
Alright.
This is a good playthrough.
You know, don't worry. We'll have plenty of dragon content.
I'm sure.
Alright, well, let's go take care of these bitches who want to come out and attack us because they're stupid like that. Oh, okay, hi. Yeah, it took you a second to recognize that I was standing here, so... Alright. On it what? I moved you slightly. I'm sorry for pushing you, Ogren.
That's a lot of lava. I guess they just hope.
I guess it's convenient you were around before they could put together a secret surface for the new king.
Yeah, I'm not gonna replay the entire thing. Oh boy, that lag, though. Yeah, it's unfortunate. What's next? Well, we have some wrap-up stuff to do. Technically. Let's see. Orta, we have something to give you.
It's not even halfway through November and people are already wrapping
I
things.
didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
I have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Any reward, huh? What if I want your hand in marriage? Okay.
Also, hi, Alex.
Hi!
Valen's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Okay. Never mind.
Your present.
But let's see, there's supposed to be... Okay, memories. There we go.
As you desire. So,
yeah. By virtue of honored ancestry and great personal sacrifice on the part of its last descendant, the joining of House Ferald and the Legion of the Dead is recognized as worthy of investigation by the memories. If the lineage proves intact and sufficient, relations of the Legion of the Dead may be acknowledged as minor nobility, albeit with restrictions. This minor house will now undergo the generational process of admittance to the memories. May honor come to its descendants. Thank you, Alex! Why do you do this?
Because Alex.
Even stream donations. Also, again, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a warning. I've been doing it periodically, obviously, since I started streaming. But, if you use emojis, be careful about it, because YouTube has been apparently banning entire Google accounts if you use emojis. And they call it, like, spamming, so it's like if you use a couple at a time, I guess. Also, Ragnar, I'm sorry to hear that your cat's attacking your arms. No emotions! Okay. The Dead Cast insignia has been entered into the memories. The Legion of the Dead may eventually be considered a caste or a house of its own. Yay! Let's see, I've got a lot of shit still to do. We've got work to do. We'll do this in monotone. I can probably maintain a monotone for a period of time. It's actually something that's a thing.
Yes.
Wait, where did she say to go? Did she say this place? The Chamber of the Assembly? I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. Okay.
My name's Orta.
Yes.
After the old Orton house. They gave our seed back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Your happiness is enough.
And I don't know what treasure is left. But whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the tide is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
I guess I'm gonna walk over in this direction. And then teleport back in place again, apparently. So, Orta of House Orton has retaken her seat in the assembly. Firebringer is so good. I love so many of the songs in that. And it's actually a weirdly good, coherent story, despite being not something that you should take seriously ever.
Oh, yeah. And the people behind it also made another entertaining one called The Man Who Didn't Like Musicals.
They've made many musicals, including a Harry Potter musical and The Royal Vizier. Quite a few. But yes, The Man Who Didn't Like Musicals is an excellent sci-fi musical.
Yeah. I am very much partial to those.
Yeah, if you actually return here later, like after she did her expedition. Yeah, and I will probably be checking in with her. Alright. Now, there is a couple of things we still need to run around doing. And I eventually need to level Evelyn up. I need to level her up. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Twisted. Yes. You can't mention Star Kid but not talk about you just mentioned Twisted, never mind. I mean, good. I'm glad you acknowledge that I know how to acknowledge greatness. Alright, so...
Sure. Why not?
Pardon?
Oh, I'd give you a roll. Why not?
A roll?
Aye, anytime. Preferably in the dark.
I suppose I should be flattered.
I'm not sure I have the equipment for that, but sure, whatever gets you working.
Alright, sure, sexually harass my companions, Ogren. That's always great.
Isn't that your job?
The warden is joined with Balin. We can't allow... a little late for that now, guys. Sorry.
It's joined with Balin. We can't allow it.
I think you can allow it. I think you will find you will have to allow it because fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys see me kick ass like 5 ways to Sunday. And you guys stick around to be killed by me. You guys are idiots. I have zero respect for you. Balin fanatic, Haramont's fanatic, all collected in the dirt next to each other. Awesome. Anyway.
We all end up in the same place.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck?
What did you miss? Well, changing my name in the Discord. What did you do? What did Alex do?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
Apparently it smells like Up Griffin in here.
I mean...
Can you re-elaborate on Up Griffin? Well, as opposed to... What, the Down Harpy?
I mean, probably in the same genus as Updog.
So... I found his remains. He died heroically long ago.
Oh, my poor boy. I guess I knew, but...
Really?
I just wish I could have seen him one last time. Here, this is my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I don't have anyone to save it for anymore. I'd like you to have it, for what you risked to bring me this news.
Well... Skeeto! Your first one hasn't even started to tilt towards closed. This is a lot. Thank you.
You act surprised.
I'm not surprised. And yes, hi Crack Fox Jr., you're here and you brought bad jokes, and that is the best thing that you can ever bring to any one of my streams, so thank you.
Well, it depends on who it is, I suppose. Whenever I break him out, you just glare daggers at me.
2 silvers off anything you buy.
Let me see what you have in store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Well, fuck off, dude. You just praised me for putting the rightful heir on the throne. I think I just sold, actually, the, masterwork. Trion's Mall. Well, actually, hang on. Compare it with Ogren, I guess. Nope, he still has a better thing, so. Okay. Alright, well, I don't need any of these. Yeah, I don't need these. Okay, I'll keep that one. Anyway, I have a lot of things to get rid of here.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Knocker. Alright, Gloves of Diligence, Gloves of Legions, Efforts Gloves, Dwarven Massive Armored Gloves, Ancient Elven Armor, nah. Armor of the Legion, Effort. Alright. Ruck's Shield, okay. Bronca's Shield! Well...
You know what? I could get behind a sub-quest like that, Alex.
What? Is the next quest to dismantle a capitalist construct and build a currency-less socialist state? I mean, that is eventually one of my plans, but first I need to actually be stinking rich.
I mean...
No one cares about Trian. He was kind of a dick. So, Eamon's Shield I'm definitely selling. Bronca's Shield I don't need. Chipped So, and actually, let's see. I think I can take one of these back. May as well. Okay, so that's good to hold on to. Ring of Selection. Don't need that. What other things did I pick up that I need to ditch and get rid of? Smuggled lyrium. Okay. Alright. Well, I still got a pretty full inventory, but I need a lot of those things. Cold-blooded. Did you sell Ruck's shield right after Filda gave it to you? Yeah. Well, I mean, what am I going to do with a shield?
I mean, to be fair, the meat shields you have aren't exactly holding up.
Well, anyway. Cool, let me sell it for money I don't need. I mean, what else am I going to do with it? I don't have any space in my inventory. I don't even have space in my extra inventory. Also, it's lagging. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Even the game is calling you out for trying to sell the shield.
No.
It's like halting, like, are you fucking serious?
No. I'm not. Look, I literally have nothing. The most use that it's going to have, literally, is to be sold. Otherwise, it's just literally taking up space. I don't have anyone I can equip it on. I have no inventory space for it. I don't even have backup inventory space in it. I just discovered there are 2 cats on my bed.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised there aren't 3.
Well, I have no doubt she is somewhere, but no, it's just Garrus and Sir Pounce for now. But I have a chest. Yeah, I have a chest, and it's full. It's full. It's already full. I've already used that entire chest.
Yep. A lot of tension around here.
You think so? Do you?
Know what I do to relieve tension?
I hesitate to wonder.
I polish the old weapon.
Really?
Yep. Give it a good shine with a dry rag, then with a little grease.
That's disgusting.
You're telling me you never gave your blade the old spit shine?
I think that's private.
Really? Sodding chantry and its rules. I like to do it right out in the open.
Where people can see you.
Yep.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Okay, so Donna, we have actually finished the Deep Roads. We have put Balin on the throne. Branka turned out to be crazy and wanted the Anvil of the Void to create golems because they're powerful, but golems are made by killing someone else and trapping their soul into the golem construct. I'm clearing up the quests, alright? Doing the best that I can. And also I'm letting Ogren sexually harass my entire team at this point.
Well, I mean, again, I see a bit of a double standard at work here.
Give me a moment.
Most of the doors that are part of you sod and sod, because it has to do with dirt. They're surrounded by dirt. Yeah, Alistair is a fucking horn dog. But anyway.
I mean, look at the party leader.
What's in
where he gets it.
Really? Okay, now I want you to clarify that statement for me. How, in what capacity, is Evelyn a horn dog?
Just... as if being a crackhead, you flirting with Alistair all the time.
Flirting with him all of the time? I haven't flirted with him for several stream installments. And never mind that at this point, it's been pretty sparse anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
The guy who ironically asks Thirsty to try and cover up actually being actually thirsty. Alistair is a himbo. You know what? I can't even argue against that. Is everything all right?
Of course everything's all right. Just give me one sodding moment. Why, the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Well, take your time. I need you ready to fight.
If I could fight Randar Volney's second after downing 15 lichen ales in half an hour, I'm not gonna be put off by a high sodding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
Uh-huh. Ogren approves, +2. Alright. So, time to get out of this place, to go back to a couple of other places, including camp, because I need to also talk with Ogren and get him resituated with everything.
Well, all right.
I haven't flirted with him for actually quite some time. I disagree with the concept that I am somehow thirsty, or that my character is somehow thirsty. I actually do not appreciate that statement, legitimately.
Fair enough.
Sheo could uncover generations of their history by visiting their creator, Caradin. Yeah. Answering questions they have long since sought the answers to for hundreds of years. Okay. No, that's not why I brought her, or I didn't bring Shale. I joked about it being because I want Alistair to be around, and that's actually kind of part of it, too. But, like, I didn't bring Shale because that ends up opening a lot of problems, and a lot of Shale's questions also get answered in later DLC.
Ah.
So, let's see. So now we also have Emissary Fellhammer.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
Do you need anything?
Outfitting any army on short notice, there's always room for more gear. Gems would serve the most utility. The Middlestone, sapphires, and the like. We're dealing with many smaller foundries, and larger values might overwhelm.
Sapphire is a middle value? Fuck you. Communal. Okay, so turn in gems for the doors. Your back jingles with precious gems. I know that you guys were joking. And I know that it wasn't exactly a serious thing. It's just, as a whole, it's like, I don't appreciate the implication that just because someone shows romantic interest that they must want to have sex immediately on the spot. Like, that, for me, actually pisses me off, especially as an ace. Because romance is a different spectrum from sexual attraction. And it does actually make me seriously uncomfortable.
This is fair.
Enough of the grasp of the plot at all. Alex, have you not been watching my streams? Alright, give all Malachites. Just kind of drop them in there. Alright, turn in gems for the doors. Give amethysts. Do I have amethysts? Alright, well, let's see. I'll turn in runes for the circle. Okay. I'll do that after I...
to your troops, Warden.
You're welcome. Anyway. So I'm going to quickly save. Camp!
Yes.
God. Yeah. Alright.
There you are. Wanted to talk to you.
Let's see. What about?
You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
I love you too, Ogren.
Well, I'll be shaved, skinned, and hung up to dry. It's too soon, though, lady. Too soon. I just wanted to ask a favor.
It's a baby kitty! Oh!
The third stooge has entered the room, I hear.
Baby girl! Sorry, I have to pick up my baby girl.
Of course.
Hey, Zelda. Baby, she came in and she started rubbing her face on things, and then she did this little stretch thing with her paw. Hi,
Right.
baby. He's a good girl. Alright. There you go. You have put up with Mommy harassing you. The other two cats are on the bed, but they're looking over curiously. And, yeah, alright. Zelda didn't exactly run all of that far after I picked her up. It's also been years and years and years since I last played this game. Well, to give you the short rundown, Donna, we finished up Orzammar, which when we arrived to recruit the dwarves into the war with us, it turns out that their king had recently passed away. Balin, who was the son of the king, was suspected of having killed at least one of his brothers and might have even been behind the death of the king itself. Harrimont, who was the king's right-hand man, also volunteered to take the throne, and the dispute between them was enough to actually keep the dwarves rattled and feuding with each other. All of the political intrigue ended up being something that could not be resolved until the warden herself decided to go into the deep roads and retrieve some sort of blessing of the Paragon to show approval of one of the contenders for the throne or the other. She eventually ran into both Branka, who is a living paragon, or was, and Branka, who is also Ogren's wife, or was, who had gone completely insane in her quest to find the Anvil of the Void. The Anvil of the Void being the thing that makes it possible to create golems like shale. However, upon finding the area of the Anvil of the Void, you run into Caridin, who is a paragon of time past, who was also sealed inside the body of a golem. Because you see, the process of making a golem includes killing a living person and trapping them in the golem body. Because this was something that even Caridin himself, the paragon who invented the concept of making the golems, he found it repugnant. And so he wanted to destroy the anvil, but could not because golems are not able to destroy the void. Branka completely lost everything left of her sanity and ended up fighting us to try and preserve the Anvil of the Void because Evelyn chose to destroy it. Caridin showed his gratitude by crafting a crown for us to give to whomever we wanted to put on the throne, and then promptly ended his own existence. Last week on Dragon Age Origins, there's a lot that's still going on, but we have now finished one of the major quest lines of the game, one of the biggest, in fact. We've recruited a new ally in Ogren, and we have only a handful of things actually left to do. That's valid, lore, make it happen. You know, I would, but no. Okay. Take your time. What is it?
I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously.
And you want to go find her?
It'd be nice to talk to someone else who's been out here a while. Someone else from Orzammar.
I mean, J-Dude, that's actually... I mean, I give zero fucks about the dwarf political system outside of I put in a man who plans on changing the caste system, so... Anyway. Who is she?
Her name's Felsi. She and I were friends after Branka left for the deep roads. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living.
What do you mean you were... Oh. Huh. Ogren, you dog.
Anyway, she left for the surface a year back, and I haven't seen her since.
Why did she leave?
What? Why are you asking me? I didn't do anything. Last I heard, she was gonna live with her mother on the surface near some lake. Clean Bad Lake, was it? Yeah, I sod it. I don't remember.
Huh. Clean bad. You mean Lake Calenhad? We can go there.
No, I think it was Clean Bad. I remember because I thought, yeah, that's right. Dirty good, clean bad. Yeah.
I think this is restored dialogue.
But thanks for offering to take us there. You're a good friend, Warden. Now, what was it you wanted to say?
Actually, never mind.
Aye, alright then.
Ogren approves, plus 10. Wow, he's already at fucking 68. We barely met Ogren.
Apparently you've left an impact.
I guess I have. Especially by letting him flirt with my companions.
Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why.
What's wrong, Ogren?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Are you sure you're fine with what happened with Bronca?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway.
You're handling this well.
Handling what? Bronca? That treasure's been long buried. Ancestors take me. You people whine like tea kettles around here.
He approves plus 4, though. Which, again, he's already pretty high up on the approval list here.
Oh, yeah.
Killing his wife in front of... Yes.
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously.
Why? Are you upset about something? Or... Sure, Ogren. We'll talk another time.
Alright.
We'll talk more later.
Aye. Alright then.
Okay.
Pull up a drink, Warden. Join me in my sodding hole.
Something bothering you?
Nah. Just tired is all. Did you want to talk about something?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
How do you like the surface?
It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale. Oh, who'd have thought ale made with grain? Aye, the surface is great. It's like a big, bright world of filth without a ceiling. My kind of place. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh? All this talk makes my hands twitchy.
He approves plus 2.
I got a moment, sure.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Do you miss Orzammar?
What? Miss Orzammar? Are you mad, in addition to being ugly?
Hey!
They treated me like a puddle fly back there. I'm never going back.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
We'll talk more later.
Aye. Alright then.
Thanks for calling me ugly, by the way, bitch.
Ass chaps.
Oh, good. He started that now. Ass chabs. Oh my god. Yeah, they do use mushrooms. And like lichen ale, which is something he mentioned.
I got a moment, sure.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
What is it like to be a warrior in Orzammar?
You get a sword or an axe, and are told to go out and defend your city. It's the best thing in the world. That is until you try to live in the city you saved.
What do you mean?
I mean, they train you to kill, teach you to harness your rage at the first noise you hear, then try to set 100 sodding rules about it. Like those provings. Ancestors show their favor through the strongest arm, right? So why so many rules saying how to fight and when you win and not to bloody kill? Killing's what swords are for.
This dwarf is weird, says Donna, and I love it. I'm sorry. It caught me off guard because it was so fucking perfect. I was like, this dwarf is weird.
I mean, by whose standards of dwarves?
I see what you mean.
You toss a nug to a deep stalker, you don't expect it not to eat the thing, right? This makes me cranky. Don't you have any other inane questions?
Actually, let's talk more some other time.
All right. All right then.
Alright, so that was a conversation we just had. Now let's see, do I have anything in my inventory that I can give him in particular? I know that I have a fuck ton of shit in my inventory for no fucking reason. Alright, so greenstone quartz. I could have sworn that fluorspar. I know that topaz and sapphire and all I can say. I have way too many gifts. So let's see. God, I wish I remembered which all of them go, whom all of them go to. Okay, so that's The Search for the True Prophet. I think it's a book, and I think Wynn likes it. I think. I know she tends to like books.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Alright, so I literally cannot get her approval up any higher. Ogren, well, I got a legacy white shear for you.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
Yeah, I know it is. Silver Sword of Mercy, which is, good for Liliana. Well, again, but again, her approvals are, well, whatever.
Oh, how dear of you.
Alright. Thumb! I got Nox Bone for you, buddy. Let's see. Morgan, whose approval I actually don't have up all of that much. Well, you like jewelry, so...
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
And let's see. I mean, I could give you, I guess, gold earrings.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Oh, these are all sold stuff. Okay. Well, I also have other inventory things. Major Constitution. Okay. I know, I'm doing a lot of major stuff right now. I just finished a major quest, guy. Oh. Thumb!
Ass chaps. Hey, Warden, you gotta hear this one. This human walks into a tavern, and there's an elf there, and she says... she says...
Yeah, no, gold earrings is a general one, but it was just one of the ones that I had in my inventory that I was like, okay. And then what?
She says, I don't...
And that's Sogren for you.
I mean...
He's okay. He's okay.
It's pretty much a good way to sum up all your party members. They're okay.
Alright, so let's actually take a look at Shale here. Clear, small, so large, clear. Small, clear spirit crystal. I think that's what I wanted to give you. Oh god, that was loud. Why was it loud? And let's see, what's actually... might as well put that back. Okay. Well. Alright. No, he's dead. Oh god, he died! Stop laughing, you make me want to die. Ogren's voice actor is so good. Well, that would be, Steve Blum for you.
Yeah.
I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. My understanding is that it encountered the smith named Caradin. He who was responsible for the creation of the golems, that he had become a golem himself. What I do not know is what became of him. Why did he not return with it? I would have many questions for him.
I'm so sorry. He killed himself.
He killed himself? Ah, I would doubt it, but no. I see it is telling the truth. May I ask what became of the Anvil of the Void? Assuming that it too still existed?
I believe that, actually, one of the reasons why I don't take Shale with me is because I believe they disapprove of destroying the anvil as well. They disapprove of that. So, it was destroyed, as Caradin wanted.
Then it was no doubt for the best. With Caradin also goes any chance I might have had of finding answers on my past, I assume. Tell me, did it find out anything from Caradin? Anything at all about how I might have been made?
The anvil made golems from living souls.
Meaning that I was once a living creature? That seems highly unlikely, and more than a little insulting. Is it certain?
I'm debating being sarcastic. You were once squishy. Sad but true.
Was I forced into this? Or simply glad to abandon a frail body? And more importantly, who was I? I simply must know. I cannot help but believe that answers lie elsewhere in the deep roads. We must look.
I honestly don't know, guys. But either way, it's, if anything else, because it is difficult to also drag Shale in with everyone else that I need to keep in the party. Anyway. Anywhere specific?
Yes, no, I don't know. If it can search the deep roads, I may remember something. If not, then I will have to wait.
Oh, well, Shale disapproves. That's okay, though, because I've got something to give Shale. I have something to give Shale. A remarkable sapphire.
Ooh, shiny.
Alright. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that would be nice. They may not have appreciated the line of "you were once squishy."
Speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Hawnleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position
Okay,
with
Crackfox.
whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than
Take
a
care, my dude.
glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe.
Hag.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it.
dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
I'm sorry, I have to quote this line from Alex. I arrive back from my chaos and see this sexy rock man, Hubba Bubba. Or Hubba Hubba. Whoops. Hubba Hubba. Hag.
I don't know,
yes.
They might want some Hubba Bubba. It's a
Maybe.
good gum.
Anyway, so, interesting thing about this character. They are technically non-binary.
Yeah.
They don't really have a gender, one way or the other. But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
Sexy rock and be trans rights.
I mean.
So that, I think, is actually like the in-game explanation for why Shale is not like the same size as other golems. How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Do you remember anything before Hanleith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No. There are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you, really?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Well, at least they approve. I guess. Alright. So. Thumb!
Yes.
Thumb wags his tail and looks at Sten.
Yes, it is good to have my sword at my side again. I call her Asala, the soul, my soul. She is forged from rare blue steel and has served me faithfully for many years. Yes, you understand what it is like to have a weapon that is part of you. Few others do.
Oh, it's my baby Thumb! I'm still kind of upset that I actually let you name it.
I mean, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, yes. You're not wrong.
And is it not an apt description?
Well, yes and no.
And so I shall.
Alright.
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
So I'm gonna real quick go back to Soldier's Peak. Gonna exchange some stuff in and out.
God.
I don't remember why Shale didn't die after the Anvil's destruction, since golems are bound to it. I don't know what the exact reason is, outside of the fact that they actually have their independent will to an extent. Like, they do have the souls that were created otherwise. Like, the Anvil is what forged them, but I don't think that it, like,
Of course.
changed stuff, like, about them.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to dig some things out of here. Small... Alright, so these things I'm going to sell. Large clear fire crystal, a small clear fire crystal. I'm not going to go with the ice. I think I'm good with the fire. flawless natural crystal, which I can put on... Okay, so I'm going to start pulling these out. Alright. So, okay. Wilhelm's Special Brew. Remarkable. That. Yes, I know, there's a cat.
There is, in fact.
Remarkable Malachite. Okay.
Any relation to the ladybug?
What? Oh. You mean miraculous.
Yeah.
Because
That
you're
is, in fact, the one.
Because you're dumb.
Yeah, because I don't watch French kids' cartoons.
You're an asshole.
Well, I say that, but I also watch Wakfu, so...
You're an asshole.
Well, yes, that much is clear.
What can I do for you, Warden?
Let's see your wares. Alright. May as well give you that. And that. And that. And that. And that. Small. And hold on to those things. Alright, so I don't need that. I don't need those. Large clear, large flawed, and large chipped.
Apparently you've got some support from Alex in the chat.
Miraculous, simply the best. Up to the test when things go wrong. Yes.
Boy.
I have spent some time watching that show.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good show. Wait, you can only have stacks of 10 garnets at a time? Okay, well.
Well done. I will definitely say, I can't speak for Ladybug since I haven't watched much of it, but I can definitely attest to Wakfu being worth a watch. It's a bit like, the pacing is a bit overly fast in the first half of the first season, rather, and the animation is clearly like very kind of mid 2010s Flash quality, but it definitely improves about midway through this first season, and the fight choreography after that is actually fucking phenomenal. So yes, I would highly recommend Wakfu. And if you also get the opportunity, I'd also recommend the film, which takes place in the same universe, Dofus.
Even though it was last weekend, Happy Dragon Age Origins 10-year anniversary. That's right, it's been out for 10 years. I first found you way back then when it came out. I was watching you and Togoff. Well, that's interesting. It's been a while since I've thought about Togoff. One of those people that also happened to be a Let's Player back in the day. It requires 32 strength, so fuck you then, I guess. Great. Well, I can give you gifts at least. So, Remarkable Malachite.
Ooh, shiny.
It's been a while since I thought of Togoff.
Yeah, be careful about using emojis, BT dubs.
Yeah.
What anime and or cartoon? All of them.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah. Well, the current one I was addressing earlier is a French-made anime called Wakfu, which is pretty good. If you're into like fantasy settings and kind of like the typical hero's journey. Basically like a French shonen anime, in a sense.
Massive constitution. Bright and massive constitution. Okay. Okay. Yeah, DA 10th anniversary was last week, yeah. Alright, Malachites.
Ragnar, if you enjoyed Dofus, you will definitely enjoy Wakfu. They, as I mentioned before, they take place in the same universe. I forget. Oh, sorry. Is there a cutscene going on?
No.
We are better
Okay,
with every
yeah.
step you take.
But yeah, I forget if Dofus either precedes or follows the events of Wakfu. I believe they happen beforehand. I can't be 100% sure on that. But yes, I believe they come before Wakfu.
Okay, so...
That's right, Don. I actually completely forgot that it's actually an anime adaptation of a game series.
Spell word is good, but not what I want. Tome of physical technique. Alright, so I can then get rid of these. Why can these only be stacked by 10? That doesn't make sense. Alright, so cleared up some of that space. You know what? I'm probably never going to use any of these. And if not, I can always make them again, I guess. So let's see. You don't have any new of those. There's so many gifts that I'm probably going to explore once we get closer to the end of the game. Well, let's see, actually.
I mean, that would be an interesting adaptation, Alex. I can definitely say that.
Anime adaptation, Dragon Age. You know, no, there is an anime adaptation.
Is there?
Uh-huh. There's the Dragon Age movie, as Jay Dude is saying in the chat. But yeah, no, it's, what is it? Dawn of the Seeker, which is an anime movie, which actually was, I think, somewhat produced in Japan, because I know that they had Gact playing, like, one of the main antagonists of the movie. And
that sounds about right.
And it follows the adventures of Cassandra Pentagast before she becomes a Seeker.
Good.
So...
I forgot that he could actually speak English. Because I know they had him as an antagonist in one of those FF7 prequel games.
Well, no, they had him in the Japanese version.
Oh.
Yeah. Anime adaptation of Dragon Age, but it's Netflix. Alright, Ogren.
There. Yeah. Hi, you.
Yes?
I've been watching
Which
you.
reminds me, I'm
looking some sauce for that rump roast.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
I was just gonna say I'm looking forward to season 3 of Castlevania.
Cool. Well, I can't say that I'm particularly invested in what's going on in Togoff's life. If he's happy, then congratulations to him. Right here, you mad dwarven stallion.
Go and make yourself ready, woman. I'll be right there to see to it.
Ogren approves +2 as he passes out.
Alistair disapproves, -100.
Don't worry, I have gifts to make him approve again.
Because that's how relationships work.
That is sometimes how relationships work. What's up, Liliana?
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Tell me a tale, Liliana.
All right. It is my job to spin yarns after all.
Alex made a donation. Where can I get some sauce for that rump roast? Did we have some kind of falling out? Not necessarily, but I mean, it's not a particular falling out, but it's not like we were close though either. Where can I get some sauce for that rump roast is a new way to donate money. I mean, tell me about Darkspawn.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past,
the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
So this is the commonly accepted version of events that go into describing how the Darkspawn came into existence. Do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Flemeth? Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
Well, she didn't really introduce herself as such.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Tell me the whole story. Okay, J-Dude.
Was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Thank you, J-Dude, with a €2 donation, it looks like. Right here, you mad dwarven stallion. And Legolas, I mean, Dragon Age Origins is among my favorites. I think my favorite of the series is Dragon Age 2, but I also understand why that's not everyone's favorite, but even so, I do love these games to death.
Yeah.
What happened then?
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
You were the first person I've ever heard actually say 2 is their favorite. That's cool, though. 2 was a really good game. I just thought it was a bad Dragon Age game, IMO. Well, no. The thing is that the main issue with it was that it was released early. Like, they actually pretty much shaved, I think, like a year's development off of time so that it could be released in concurrence with The Witcher 2 being released at the time. I can see that there was a lot more heart and, personal effort into the storytelling efforts of the story, the character development, the personal connection that you have with your companions. There was a lot more actually invested in developing that. Unfortunately, the world building kind of suffered a little bit because they had to shave off so much of the third act just to be able to release it on time. So it suffered a lot because of those production issues and because it was rushed out. But in terms of the Dragon Age games, it was actually, like I said, my favorite of them. It's not a bad Dragon Age game. It's just something that suffered as the product of outside meddling, corporate meddling. But I'm not going to say that it should be everyone's favorite. I just take issue with calling it a bad Dragon Age game. And yeah, there is a flash game of Dragon Age. I think it was part of the promotion for Inquisition, I think. But yeah, it was, there was that. There was something in the Dragon Age Keep where you could do like a sort of text adventure that kind of played into the plot a little bit. But anyway, there was another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
It didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. There were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
What do you know about Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
How did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Mafarath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Mafarath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Mafarath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
Well, think of it this way. At least the developers haven't developed the it just works mentality that Bethesda has. Well, Phoenix, I'm sorry to tell you that they have. Unfortunately, like, I have mixed feelings when it comes to BioWare. I feel like they still made some of my favorite games of all time. But unfortunately, they have what they call BioWare magic, which is the it just works of BioWare. They have caused so many stress casualties within their employees that it became a problem. And stress casualty is usually on par with the stress of being at war. So that's how bad the stress was working in those offices, because they had corporate meddling, because they had so many divisions of the process, like in terms of like who was developing what. There was no consistency. The direction was unfortunately very scattered. There were some groups that were sort of like just cannibalizing the efforts of other people on the team, and as a result, many of the games that they were developing at that time especially ended up suffering. Which is not to say that they're not necessarily good games in their own right, or that they're not enjoyable, but to me, the second that you can say stress casualty and not, like, be appalled at that fact, when you call it BioWare magic and that it all just comes together in the end because of crunch, it's a problem.
Just a smidge.
So, I have mixed feelings when it comes to BioWare these days. But Tevinter has a chantry, doesn't it?
The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hessarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
Let's just move on.
Something I can help with?
Never mind. What is her approval level? She is at 100, so I guess I need to have something else happen. That goes, Win.
What's on your mind?
Nothing.
It is...
Okay. So, I have done a lot of shitting around and talking with people and all sorts of stuff along those lines. I'm gonna check in with Alistair.
Your desire is my command.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think I have... Oh, well, there's a couple of other options here. Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
I'm hurt that you didn't trust me.
No, please don't think that. It's not that I didn't trust you. It's... Please, let me try to explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
And Jay, dude, I'm not talking about her personal quest. That's already been triggered. I'm talking about the option to get her a fucking nug. I guess I can understand that.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me likes you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. never wanted it. I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Oh, okay. Alright, Alex. Well, thank you for coming by.
Take care, my dude.
Love you too, Alex. You may want to be careful with my dude there, buddy. Also, yeah, you're right, Jay, dude. I'll have to drag her. I mean, I plan to drag her into Orzammar again, so. It doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Al-Eman is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
Okay. Alright. And yes, I know I have to go to Orzammar for that, and I will have to talk to the Nug dealer to actually get the Nug, but in order to talk to the Nug dealer to get the Nug, I need to talk with Liliana and have her bring it up. But yeah, apparently she brings it up in Orzammar.
This is a bit of a tongue twister.
Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
And he would probably approve more, except that he already max approval, so. Okay. So let's see. I've got a reasonable sized inventory here. So what I need to do... Today's stream is brought to you by returning to Orzammar! Wait, why did I do that? Why did I do that? No, I don't want to go to the Frostback Mountain. I want to go to Orzammar! Why did I do that?
If nothing else, it's a change of pace.
Why did I do that? I am dumb!
To mix it up.
No. Fuck you. And fuck you, Griffin. Going to Orzammar. Okay.
God.
That was a sound that I made. I hope you all enjoyed it. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us. What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Well...
His arm was inside of his knee, and also there was an attack in the camp, so that's what that was. Wow, that was one hell of a walk that you just did there, you shriek. Although the nice thing is that by it happening in camp, you have your entire party fighting with you, so...
I mean...
Whoa! Oh, okay, that's fine. So by the way, if you happen to have this fight and you happen to be a Dalish elf, there's actually a bonus. There's a character that shows up here that is related to the Dalish origin.
Huh. Just out of nowhere?
I guess it's like
What?
Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us.
Hi, Shale!
We best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
Fortification should be built around the camp.
Yeah, can't get a bloody night's rest.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
So
Wow.
that was a thing that happened.
Yep, that was a thing. He wags his tail happily.
desire is my command.
Okay. You had another dream about the Archdemon, did you, Evelyn?
The fuck you say?
You had another dream about the Archdemon, did you, Evelyn? Oh, my lord.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think you're probably right.
You know how some people want to be right all the time? Me, not so much. I guess one thing is certain, at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Well, that was unexpected.
And so I shall.
That was a thing that happened. Anyway, I was trying to do something else, but I guess thanks, game.
Yes.
I want my party. I want to go to where I was going in fucking Orzammar. Don't you dare. What are you loading? What are you loading? You're loading, not responding. Okay.
Sounds about right for a BioWare game.
Any WoW players in here? Not me.
Yeah, I doubt you'll find many Blizzard loyalists here.
Alright, so first of all,
Something I can help with?
what do you know of this place?
Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Nothing. Well, that was worth it. Alright. And then actually, before I go down, no, I think we're good with this current party. Because I'm going to do something very specific, which is to go through and get all of the lock-picking shit that needs to be done. It would be funny if I talk to Liliana here in the Deep Roads and she brings up the fucking nugs. You don't have to be necessarily a Blizzard loyalist to play WoW. No, but I kind of don't want to be giving them any more money right now either.
Yeah.
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to...
Perhaps there is little to know about this place, she says. Sure. So anyway, how you guys all doing? The next thing triggers after her companion quest. Okay. So then I can take care of her companion quest soon. I still need her down here with me to do all of the unlocking that I wasn't able to do before. Okay, I had that I didn't want. Some of y'all are gonna be so mad that I sold Ruck's shield. Like, what am I supposed to do about it? I suppose I could have brought it to him, but who cares? Who cares? Did I already...
Apparently not Ruck.
I mean, Ruck's not gonna give two shits one way or another, really. Oh, I already got that. Evidently. Genlokelfa. Bad people and by extension, bad companions can make good art, or companies can make good art. Whether you support or enjoy that art is up to you. I'm back. Something bad joke about something, but But anyway. I could have sold it to Ruck, yes. That would have probably been better.
For a second, I thought you were humming something else.
What did you think I was humming?
A little bitty pretty one?
Little bitty pretty one? Oh. What? How? Why can you not? Evelyn, you suck. Also, you should be dead being this close to fucking lava, but that's fine.
Yeah, I would have thought the zombie blood poison would have taken care of that too, but lo and behold.
You know, you're not even wrong.
Yeah.
I ain't even a mad.
Yeah. Thank God for plot armor.
Yep. It only happens when the plot needs it to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, she is pretty much terminal with a case of Chosen One syndrome, so...
That is effectively what's going on with Evelyn, yes. Alright, let's... I guess? Alright, yeah, I think this is the way forward-ish. No, it's not. It's not even remotely. Alright. Well, now that I've taken us this deep into this cave... I am having a time. I love getting disoriented. I know this is what you guys came here to see today.
I mean...
So, while I'm running around doing all of this, we may as well talk about a couple of different things. For example, there is now my new channel, which has been officially launched. Sirenia Studios is now active on my channel. And, or my new channel, rather, is now active. I have one episode of The Ballad of Lorelei, which is what I had posted last week, and tomorrow, as a matter of fact, there's going to be a new video going up. Of course, if you're a patron today, you will have access to it, even just for $1. But yeah, no, it's we're cooking with that stuff, and it's going to be once a week. I'm going to be releasing a new video, or I guess at this point, technically, it's all older videos. But reposting some of the things, although the new one that's coming out tomorrow actually has something that has not yet been seen before on my channel, but it may seem familiar to others as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not home until I'm watching a Lauren Griffin stream. Anything I missed. And that game makes when you double click on the loot to loot it. Huh. For a new original, yo. But,
It must be a wonderful thing to be able to weave spells.
Oh, hi, Liliana.
Wonderful. To you, perhaps. Most do not feel the same way.
Oh, what do they know? They're just jealous. The Maker gives you magic. You must use it. You do it so effortlessly. It's like breathing for you. I wish I had such talent.
But you do. You have your music, your dances. You are more graceful than anyone I've ever met. I think that perhaps the Maker has his own magic. But if
Thanks, Crack Fox.
Thank you, Crack Fox Jr. Reverse plot armor. Sometimes that'll happen. But Skeeto makes me look bad, but we'll become a Patreon. We'll become a Patreon soon. Laura's cool, everyone give her money.
Even Ogren?
Agreed.
Ogren is a dwarf. He doesn't really come from the Maker.
Oh yes, that explains it. Well, all right.
But thank you. But there's going to be all sorts of the original content. I've talked about this on my channel. You can see the video that I posted to that effect. But there's going to be there are new enemies in here. Oh boy, yeah, I think I know what's going on there. Anyway, there's going to be the Ballad of Lorelei stuff that I did on the channel. All of that is going to be reposted to the new channel. Let's see, just poking around, sorry. There's going to be song covers, original songs. There's going to be original content, original series like the Ballad of Lorelei, symbolism and lore. There's also going to be... Why is he still Dwarf Scavenger? We know his fucking name. Anyway, there's going to be the review series. I also have a retrospective for Animorphs that I'm going to be posting to the channel. Kind of mentally going over the list. There's basically, as long as it's not gaming, it's going to be going up on that channel.
Yeah.
Although for this channel, I am actually going to be doing a new D&D-esque homebrew campaign.
Good friend is back. A good friend won't make Ruck remember the light. How can Ruck help the friend?
I have a few questions.
I will answer your questions, pretty lady. Anything. You are...
Not gone long, pretty lady. Well, kind of. I may never come back, to be quite honest. I have no intention of that. I'm not sure... Well, where does the Chant of Light think the doors come from? I don't think they have a good answer for that. Because they're a really badly formed religion based off of misinformation. I may be biased.
As opposed to those really good formed religions?
I guess you're mad. Oh! Well, No. Alright, well, they're mad.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so, book. Carradine's Journal. Let's see. Organized religion being bigoted and oppressive? Such a novel concept. New enemies,
right?
like crippling self-doubt and existential crisis. Always. 940-45th day, 5th year of the reign of the King Valtor, I have done it. The vision the ancestors gave me has come to fruition. Today a man sat up from my forge, a man of living stone and steel. I called him Gollum, for the legend of those great statues animated by the dead. They are our future and our salvation. 940, 60th day, 5th year of the reign of King Valtor. It is a horrific process. Not every man could do such a thing and survive with his mind intact. I am honored that the ancestors believe I have the strength to bear this burden and forge Orzamar's defenders. Nothing so great may be achieved without sacrifice, nor may stone and steel walk without a spirit to animate them. 940, 73rd day, 5th year of the reign of King Valtor. I have asked for volunteers. Some few answered, men of the warrior caste, younger sons with no property, no chance for marriage. They want to defend Orzammar from the horrors these humans have unleashed. They want to live forever in a body stronger than the finest armor. They do not ask to speak with those who have gone before. I have put off saying this even in these pages, but I must say it now. My golems will be powered by their deaths. These brave warriors come to me, naked as they were born. I dress them in a skin of armor, so large it makes the burliest look no more than a babe. The anvil their first and final cradle. We are surrounded by a mile of earth on all sides. No one hears the screams as I pour molten lyrium through the eye holes, the mouth, every joint and chink in the armor. They silence quickly, but the smell lingers, just a trace of blood and the greater stench of hot metal. I must work fast. The armor is malleable now, as I shape it with hammer and tongs. It is not long before it moves beneath my hands, writhing and twisting with every blow. It speaks again now, a low moan, but I have learned to tune it out. I can afford no error in this craft. There can be no melted slag blinding the eyes, nor an unhewn bit of granite shackling the leg. They groan at my work, but would they rather be broken, crippled? Those I have spoken to tell me of the pain, but could they see themselves, they would see perfection. Well,
And
just
this FNAF prequel is sounding pretty good.
Ooh, a dragonthorn longbow. Anyway, so, altar... Oh, mystical site of power, so I'm gonna hit that first. And then altar of sundering.
Lovely.
The altar in front of you, though broken, tingles with energy. Place the body parts on the altar.
You have restored that which was cut asunder, and revealed my hiding place. Speak your intention. Seek you vengeance or reward?
No deals with spirits. I'll destroy you for good.
Deception was convenience, not cowardice. A fight you want, a fight you shall have.
Well, Fade Beast. Well, let's see if we can. Alright, I'm gonna put myself a little bit out of the way. And then I am going to... Oh, that was simple. I guess he needs to wait for the spell to end or something. Alright, I don't need that. Alright, there's no loot? Really? There's no loot after all of that. Well, okay, we just killed a pride demon. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're good. Nothing is going on there. Whatever. And the book guy was Carradine, the guy who eventually cracked under the weight of killing so many of his fellow Dorven brethren. There we go.
There you go.
You can fuck off.
I was just an echo chamber for you.
Yeah, but I get to make fun of me for not speaking good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the one! Yeah, he rewarded me with a fight. Whatever. The quest is completed. He's now dead. Fuck everything. The loot is the friends we made. You know what? You're not even wrong.
Man.
The loot is the boyfriend we made along the way. You...
Say a goddamn thing.
Stop laughing. That's a mean thing to do. You're a mean...
Mm-hmm.
A generic breastplate or nothing. Sounds about right. Would you look at all of these bones? Mmm, delicious bones! And chests that I couldn't unlock before. Novice lightning rune. And monies! Woohoo! Woohoo! Sorry. Spared you the trouble of selling it. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Of course.
I'm not sure that I want to go through all of these places again. Let's see, what other... Let's go back to Orzammar. Nothing spared you the trouble of having to sell it. That's true. There is probably more to discover, but to be quite honest, there's not really all that much left to do. They're probably just trinkets. I don't remember them actually being important things. I've already missed everything that's important. So let's see. Oh wait, you know what? God damn it! I am idiot. Stop.
Sensing a trend with this stream.
You? Look, today is slightly disorganized, but it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. You're an asshole.
Flames and all.
Don't you dare not respond to me, game. That's not allowed. Ugh. Okay. So the thing that we need to do here is pretty stupid, actually. It's something that I probably could have and should have done when I was last through here. If I had a fast-forward ability to do with this, I would, but unfortunately there's only so fast I can move. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Yes. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, my favorite parts of this game are when it fucks up.
Yes, I know. Like the purple bitch in Square Fire?
Yes, it's pretty much... Because, like, you know me, and you know my taste in games. Which is not to say I think this is a bad game. It's usually just not what I would grab out of a pile. But when those special moments pop up, that's when my investment, like, gets upped through the fucking roof.
Oh yeah, I mean, people like the plot and the story, the characters, the development, the slowly unearthing the bigger story behind everything. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Like, none of it is bad. You know, it's just, again, generally not my flavor, but I am enjoying it. You know, but my favorite parts are when we get those moments of, oh, what the fuck are we gonna expect now?
Okay. Trying to make sure that I haven't lost track of where I'm going. In relation to choose... Alright. So, the backtracking in this game is notorious. Because sometimes you can't do something in the moment of when you're there and you have to go back and do something else. So, when you get to this part, and this is the part that people usually complain about the backtracking. Jesus Christ. That was loud. I'm so sorry, guys.
I was about to say, what was that?
Did you hear that?
Oh, I did.
How did you hear it?
My ears.
How are you hearing it, though?
You mean the ungodly screech in the distance?
I mean, I'm concerned that you can hear it. Because it's not supposed to be feeding into... Like, did you hear it through my headphones, or...
I guess so.
Christ.
No, quite the opposite, I think.
Anyway, no, I need to go this way. I think? Did I get lost? I probably got lost. No, this is the way I need to be going. Griffin heard it all the way from another state. He heard it from across the void.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I triggered a trap. Wait. Wow, really, Phoenix?
Oh, boy.
That's not a cool statement to make. I'm going to say right now, like, I get that it's a joke and that you don't mean any harm by it, but there is no such thing as people getting upset over, did you just assume a gender? That pretty much just does not happen.
Yeah, those jokes really aren't all that great, my dude.
They were made by other people who think that the concept of someone being upset at actually being misgendered is somehow just funny, inherently, when it is actually a really nasty experience to be misgendered, and I don't even know firsthand. But, like, again, I know that it was a joke. I know that it's not, like, you know, like, it was intentional or, like, anything like that. I know that it wasn't, like, trying to be any kind of malicious. It's just that, unfortunately, the origins of such a joke are born from people who are mocking the very concept of being upset at being misgendered. Okay, so this is why I came all the way back through here. Because I am a dumb. Okay. So, oh, I can't... Wait, what are my stats? Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna have to have Alistair put on stuff. Alright, Alistair. Gloves of the Legion, Boots of the Legion, and Armor of the Legion.
Yes?
Wow. And the Gang Shade. Or Ganga Shade. Any companion can do it, yeah. Oops. Okay, well, I'm not gonna put up with that.
Lovely.
Chainmail and Gateway Amulet. Cool. And let's see. You may... Top starters' final resting places in the caves east of the Ortan Tig. Okay. So that is one other thing I need to do. And you know what? It's actually faster to just go to the Broodmother Chamber at this point.
I mean...
Okay. Yeah. Broodmother. I actually really do love the casting for that and the delivery building up into the Broodmother Chamber. It is horrifying! Yep, the yes only occurs with Alistair when you're romancing him. So he does that silly, goofy yes with the voice crack in there.
A la Chris Griffin.
East of Ortan Tig. Broodmother's, Broodmother is still dead. So I guess technically chilling. Very, very slowly. And eventually going to be rotting and decaying, too.
Yeah. Funny how necrosis works that way.
Voting! Okay, so the caves east of Ortan Tig? Oh, I guess I know.
You make her very happy.
Oh, not this again. I'm ready this time.
I just wanted to say that this was something good for both of you. Being a Grey Warden isn't easy. I'm glad you found each other.
Oh, yes, I bet you are indeed.
Cherish this. It may not last.
And?
That's all I had to say.
Really? No pinching my cheeks? No making me blush?
Of course not. I like you, Alistair. You deserve to be happy.
I like him
Not
too.
even pinching my cheeks a little?
Oh, so yeah, Alistair, it's time to put you back into your... Let's see. Put you back into your appropriate Juggernaut armor. Yep. What helmet did I have on you? Did I not have a helmet on you? I guess I didn't have a helmet on you.
Yeah. The perfect outfit when you're standing mere feet away from lava. Full plate.
Of course. I mean, I guess that works. So I guess I'm going to have to do something through here. But I was just in here. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, I have to go back to where his little resting place was. That's right. So, Warrior's Grave. The Topsider's sword has been reconstructed after returning the pieces to his remains. Let's see. There must always be another to take up arms against the darkness. That is the core of true family beyond kin. Alright. So I think that gives me a new sword. Yep, Topsider's Honor. And let's see. Yep, that is better than what he currently has. Excuse me. Apparently it's time for me to choke.
Apparently.
I do love that Alistair was apparently like, aw, you're not gonna pinch my cheeks even a little? It's like, well, no. I can take care of that, though. I notice you're deliberately staying silent now. After my reprimanding you about the main character being a horn dog.
I was just gonna say, not much cheek pinching going on with that full plate in place.
Well, she is a mage. You might be surprised.
I mean...
Innuendos.
Yes.
Innuendo. Strip away my conscience. Tear away my morals. I don't remember all of the lyrics, actually. Also, watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. On the CW, and also on Netflix. Alright, the one will do... Juggernaut's helmet yet? Maybe I didn't. There's a chance that I missed it. In which case, that 'tis unfortunate. Magical in the tent with Alistair. Well, when they actually get to the point where they're sleeping together, we shall see. Lore sponsored by Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I wish.
Have you seen... I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right.
Well, let's see. And... probably not going to need that. Not going to need that. Or that. Gateway amulet. Okay. Oh, yeah. I literally just didn't have room for these before. But all sorts of gifts for Morrigan right there. Sweet. Okay. So now...
Well, all right.
Evelyn really likes violence. She doesn't always think about sex. I don't remember how they all play. I know that Liliana's is actually very sweet and wholesome. So I know that we are coming up on technically the end of my usual stream time, but I know that I spent a lot of time running around doing other stuff here. So...
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Yeah, that's a man for you.
I mean...
What hideous habits you've... I mean, the point... He takes the fucking filthy sock to put on because it's not wet.
I mean, listen, there are a few things worse than wet socks.
I mean, yeah, and it can cause damage to your feet. That's not cool.
Yeah.
But even still, just... Alistair, try washing your socks. Just saying. Alright, first hitting camp. And I will have to take, yeah. I will have to take Shale with me into the deep roads at some point, and I will. But not today. I'm going to do something to advance the plot. That took way too long. Alright. Well, actually, while I'm here... Morrigan. Morrigan, there you are. Let me give you some shit. Ah, yes, a golden mirror.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Don't be ridiculous. It's a gift, Morrigan.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift. Not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
Morgan approves plus 19. That is one of her... Oh, that's just up to the top anyway. That is one of her major gifts, as a matter of fact. So... don't be me, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary individuals in the crowd.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
See, they all agree with me. Don't be me. Let's see. We can stop by the Circle Tower real quick. I hate the load times on this, but there's a couple of things that I need to do there, a couple of minor quests, and I believe I talked about doing that before. Yeah, I'm gonna be struck by something. I've been hit by, I've been struck by. I may have gotten those two mixed up, but whatever. A smooth cutscene. Who the fuck is crossing swords with me here? Who the fuck? Who the fuck?
Stop eating.
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
Rush them and spring your own ambush for a change. Alright, well, you guys. The Hungry Bandit. Okay, so bandit leader. And let's see, you guys get one of these. Why are you guys stopping combat? They're still bandits. Oh. Alistair.
You should run while you can. Right ahead. Right ahead.
Alright, well.
Good. Right ahead.
Oh. Well, that's what we call a decapitation.
Ask away.
I wasn't asking.
I shall.
All right. Now to loot everything.
Right ahead.
Oh, well, thank you for catching that.
Shall we go?
We shall go. May as well. This is why it's always useful to have a rogue in your team. Okay, I don't need that. That was a hell of a fucking
And so I shall.
spell you cast there. And yes, 3 out of the 4 party members have leveled up. It's time for me to eventually level them up.
Might be a little overdue.
Well, but then you can also eat a dick.
That's your answer to everything.
Yes, it is. And yet you still haven't done it, now have you? And things have gotten a little laggy. Oh boy. Game, it's okay. It's okay. You can hold up. Just a little longer. You can do it.
Okay, but can it though?
No. Alistair, no. Liliana. There's no reason to do that. I just felt like it. World map! Alright. Hill shouldn't have lost his head about it. Oh my god, game, please! You are what you eat.
I mean...
Wow. Just wow. Here's a fluff butt! Are you a fluff butt? Garrus is hanging out near me, by the way.
I would hope that would be the direction of the quote, yes.
You went above and beyond the call of duty for the Circle. You have done us proud.
Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
She is aware of this, but her interest has not waned.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle.
What if you wanted...
Live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Cool. What if you wanted to traverse Ferelden, but the map said crossed swords? I shall return, or she's going to be so overjoyed.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
You'll have an extra pair of hands to help rebuild.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You've already done much for the Circle.
Okay. Bye. Nice to hear from you again, Steve Blum, even though we just heard from you elsewhere with Ogren.
He does get around, doesn't he?
He gets around everywhere. He is...
Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
True.
The Circle has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
Yeah, the Tranquil exist, and that is actually a terrible thing. Denry's bed. Ah. Oh, these are useful. I'm gonna have to restock on the lyrium stuff sometime. And craft all the lyrium bottles. Yeah, the Tranquil existing actually pisses me off to no end. I literally hope that everything...
We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
Touching those abominations. It's wrong. Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
Wow, fuck you. Just in case you were wondering why I fucking hate the Templars. Well, there's a fucking evidence pile. Touching this abominations. Ugh, fuck you. I am anti-Templar. Anti-Circle, not so much. I think that the Circle could absolutely be a beneficial thing, but not run by the Templars. Or the Chantry, for that matter. Can I help you? What's the matter, cat? No, Sir Pounce. Mommy needs the computer. Tranquility is a disgusting concept, and it's even pointless because, as it turns out, it doesn't actually stop demonic possession. Alright, Godwin, where are you? Not here. Yeah, here you are.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Handshake, yes. Kiss, no.
I suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us.
Okay.
Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are?
I've already got a
Or
boyfriend
maybe
for
you
that.
just like to talk a little.
Yeah, your name is Godwin. I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? Well, he's a personal friend, and sometimes we, you know, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Yes, he said you'd be waiting for this lyrium.
Yes, yes. I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
Sir Pounce! Sir Pounce! There you go. Templars could do good if not for corrupt leadership. I mean, the organization is corrupt as a whole. Cullen and Alistair are exceptions to the rule. It wasn't easy getting here. 75.
Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do?
Very nice. Here's your lyrium.
Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
Orzamar's gates were closed because of political unrest.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
Why don't you go to Orzammar and find out for yourself?
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Why do you need all this lyrium?
Oh, you know, the Circle always needs lyrium. You shouldn't even have to ask. It's perfectly normal.
The Circle gets its lyrium from Orzamar's Miners Guild.
Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
What happens to these Templars?
They go sort of funny. In the head, I mean. They see things that aren't there, or have trouble holding on to a thought. It's not all of them, though. Some are worse than others. One of the fellows here has it pretty bad. Carol, I think.
How do you keep this operation hidden?
Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble.
I think I'll take my leave of you now.
Goodbye, then.
Yeah, go back in your fucking closet. And stand right outside of it. Well, I've profited off of this venture. But I don't think anyone should. And I think that that's actually terrible. I don't like the Templars, but I don't like what is done to them either.
Yeah.
Like, being manipulated by the Chantry the way that they are, being made reliant on lyrium, dependent, and then driven crazy by it. You know, so much of this would be faster without the fucking load times. Did you just stop in front of me, Alistair? Well, anyway, that's technically out of the way, and I am not really okay with them doing that. So, oh, right. Okay. I think I'm going to bring this up with Gregor. I don't think he's going to like the fact that they're... Well, no, that just gets the mage in trouble.
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Yes. I wonder what he thought of you.
I don't think he cared much about my existence. I didn't mean anything to him. Anyway, to answer your original question, no. We never spoke. Well, maybe once. Marek and Kaelin had come to Redcliffe to visit the Arl. I was very young then. We were introduced. I believe I said, "Greetings, Your Highness." He said, "Ooh, swords," and ran off to the armory. So, yes, that was the extent of our relationship. We drifted apart after that. It was very sad. You really killed all those abominations? I'm sure you need supplies after that.
Yes. And, I can get rid of a couple of things here. Let's see. What else did I pick up? And someone screaming in the distance. Always a good sign. Let's see. You, I can buy a bunch of this from. And I'm going to need a bunch of this. Going to need a bunch of this. Let's see. I suppose I can always also come back later for this, but let's see. Alright, skills, herbalism, improved herbalism. Alright, lyrium potion. I need distillation agents. Well, I'm gonna save real quick. I guess I may as well just save over this one, because I've done quite a bit. Do I plan to harden Alistair in this playthrough? I do not.
You went above.
I mean, depends on what you mean.
Of duty for
And I did just save.
My men have... You are very thorough. I'm impressed.
Do you know about Templars buying smuggled lyrium?
Where did you hear about this? I was not aware.
A mage called Godwin told me.
Godwin? Yes, I know of Godwin. Lyrium is dangerous. The Templars are only to use it at the command of the Chantry. I will seek out the... Well, I could hardly get a straight answer out of that man, what with all his begging and sniveling. But he has told me all about his lyrium smuggling racket. I must have been blind to not have noticed it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
What will you do about this problem?
I shall have to find out which of my Templars has been purchasing this smuggled lyrium, of course. And then, we will help them recover.
I hope I helped a little.
I will definitely investigate this lyrium smuggling racket further. I will question my men as soon as I can spare the time. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Okay, as long as the mages themselves are not being unduly punished for that kind of thing, it sounds like he blames his own men for that. Which is kind of technically where it should be.
I mean...
All right.
Okay. You guys ready for Denerim? That's where a lot of quest lines are actually going to converge. It's one of the major hub cities of this game, and it has like 50 billion fucking quests.
Uh-huh. Sounds like that's gonna take up a few episodes. Or streams, I guess.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. There's a lot to do.
Yes.
I can't even do all of it because I'm not personally a rogue. Alright, loading Denerim. Denerim Market District. Alright, Alistair, I don't think I want you to have a helmet. I want your head to be nice and free as we make our way in here.
Ah, Denerim. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
Yep. Ah, Sarah. Alright.
Yes, Alistair?
My shirt has a hole in it.
I see. And?
Can you mend it when we get back to camp?
Can't you mend your own clothes? Why do I have to do it?
Sometimes I pick up too much fabric and it ends up all puckered and the entire garment hangs wrong afterward. And you're, you know, grandmotherly. Grandmothers do that sort of thing, don't they? Darning socks and whatnot. You don't want me to have to fight Darkspawn in a shirt with a hole, do you? It might get bigger. I might catch cold.
Oh, all right. I'll mend your shirt the next time we set up camp.
Oh, and while you're at it, the elbows kind of need patching too.
Careful, young man. Well, puckered garments may be the least of your problems.
Uh-huh.
Good day.
Okay, never mind then, I guess.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham? And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Cute. Let's see.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands.
Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim back alleys. Sure, missing in action. Okay. Fazil's request of free sailors. Okay. And Logain's push. Brothers and sisters, words have arrived of imminent conflict. Terran Logain's honored forces continue. Okay, so.
From the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
There are still relics to be found after all these years?
My thought exactly. But I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone.
Okay.
Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
Huh. How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Huh. Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire. But it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Could you tell me about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
Okay. How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Well, I guess we're not going to ask any further about that, so I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course.
I
Enjoy
guess
your visit to
so.
the Chantry. Those who bring ham. The Maker does not bread sinners.
The Maker does not bread sinners. Are you sure? Okay, so... Gift of Silence. The Scrolls of Banastor. Ah. Interesting background noises. Hooded Courier. Sergeant Kyle. Oh, okay, hi.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Is the Market District really that bad? Or, actually, do you need any help? Wait, how do you even know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, Maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl.
Oh.
Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sure. Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
I'm happy to do that, yeah.
They say you can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed.
Well, I guess that does mean that you got something here. Let's see. Wade's Emporium. Oh, God. Door of a blood mage's relative. Oh.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Yes, let's do that.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
Why did you explode in your armor when you said that?
Phrasing.
Oh no, I meant it that way. And I didn't quite mean to teleport over here, but we'll get to that in a second. Oh, this guy. He's not gonna be happy. Okay, well. Goldana's house. Okay, let's I guess go in here. Because he was looking at Evelyn. Goodness, there's one hell of a delay.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Let's see. He's telling the truth. Or are you sure your information was correct, Alistair?
Yes, I think so. I'm sure of it, in fact. Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed Mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
Huh. That's hardly Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some tart, following after his riches, I expect.
Hey, don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Goldana, Alistair came here hoping to find his family.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her that?
Yes. Go ahead if you like.
Then here, Goldana, take this money. I know it's not much, but...
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer? You must think I'm very stupid.
Yes.
No, wait, I don't think that at all. I want to help, if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that.
See, the issue that I have, she has every right to be upset over this situation because her mother died, and it's because of a situation that was kind of shitty. Like, it's because Marek was a pretty shitty person sometimes. And, so she's had to fight and scrape by her entire life. What I don't appreciate is that the second that she recognizes that Alistair is a bastard prince and might potentially have, connections to royal money, she immediately goes, yeah, you give me money for all of my kids. She immediately becomes, they should be living, and he just gave her 15 sovereigns, which I know that because of my glitching out the game, I have a fuck ton of money, but 15 sovereigns is not something to sneeze at in this game. That is something that should last her at least a few years. But instead, she immediately goes, that's all you can give me? Why don't you go run to the high and mighty people that you run with and tell them to give me more money? Let's go, Alistair. There's nothing for you here.
You're right. I don't know why I came.
I don't know why you came either, or what you expected to find. But it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
Let's leave. Now.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
Fuck you, you gold digger.
Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I'm sorry I gave her any money at all. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life? That gold-digging Harridan? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
So there's an option in this game, I think it was brought up, for hardening Alistair. And it is something that you can do. It's basically, you pick a particular dialogue option at this juncture, and it makes him resolved to be a harder person as opposed to a softer person. The way that he has been through this entire game. He tends to be very squishy, and if you harden him, he is far more likely to start being much more bitter in his worldview. And I'm going to say a couple of things, one of which being that if you are... I can talk about this at greater length later, but basically, if you are a Grey Warden who is not a Kuzland, in some ways it may behoove you to harden him. And there's a reason for that, and I will get to that once we actually get to that particular juncture. But for right now, in terms of role-playing and my intended outcome of this game, I'm actually not going to harden him. So the line that you would choose, by the way, for that is, everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that. But... You don't need her. You have others who care for you.
Such as? The only person who ever cared about me was Duncan. And he's gone.
Hi, did you forget that we've been, like, making out occasionally? I care about you.
Thank you. I'm glad you came with me. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
So, lost 15 sovereigns to a gold-digging harridan. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, I am about as impressed with that as I was expecting it to be. And it's unfortunate, because we first get introduced to the concept of Goldana in the Fade way back in the Circle Tower when that whole thing happened, and of course that's just his perception of how he expected things to play out. And instead the reality is someone who is bitter and out for herself and not willing to look at anything other than what would serve her. Now, again, she's had a hard life, and it's unfortunate the only insight that we have into her life is this moment where she tries to get as much money as she can out of Alistair, but she doesn't know that he hasn't exactly been living in the lap of luxury either. All she knows is that he is a prince, maybe a bastard prince, but even so. So she feels conned, she feels like she's been scammed, and she's had a hard time of it. I'm not going to deny any of that, but unfortunately she doesn't care two wits about Alistair, so... Yeah, Alistair be like, wait, you care about me? And it's like, we've made out a few times, Alistair. Yes, in fact, as a matter of fact, I do care about you. Weird how that works. So, here we are, finally in Denerim. We've taken care of a couple of things. We've taken on a buttload of quests, and we have finished with Alistair's companion quest. There's another one that Liliana has, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here for tonight.
Seems like a good time for it.
Honestly, we've made it to Denerim, and one of the things with Denerim is that there's a lot that's going on. Like I said, this is something of a hub of the game to an extent. There are so many plot points, there's so many quests, there's so many things that you can flesh out in terms of character development and all of that stuff. And you're supposed to be kind of, I think, coming back here on occasion to pick up more quests as time goes by. But instead, I like to condense it all at once. So that's going to be fun, and that's going to be another leg of the journey. However, I mentioned that we're going to be getting to the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest, and that is something that is next on the list. And once we actually tackle a couple of the basic things going on in Denerim, some of the basic questline stuff, we're going to pick up that plot thread and actually return to that and finish that out. I think we're going to take care of some of the side quests here, too. But there's a lot that's coming up in that regard. But the Urn of Sacred Ashes is the last major quest before we start entering into the end game. Alistair does seem like the kind of guy who would be like, my friend is making out with me and telling me she loves me, and is currently in my tent taking off her clothes. Is she into me or nah? Yeah, you're not even wrong. You're not even slightly wrong.
I mean, spending your entire childhood in the Chantry will kind of do that to you.
Well, spending your entire childhood in the barn, living with the dogs, will do that to you. And then living in the Chantry, where they try to teach you that conformity is God. But anyway, there's a lot to unpack with this game, and I know that I did a lot of back and forth and all of that stuff. This is the part of the that aspect of the game is one of the outdated things. The grinding back and forth, walking, backtracking, doing all of the minor quest stuff. It's not all necessary, but it does give you some insight into the lore of the world, understanding that this is something that they put a lot of world building into. And I do want to show appreciation for that. I didn't get to show you the dragon in the throne room in fucking whatever. What I might even do is off screen, I may go and play through just to show you what that fight looks like, but I'm not going to undo the progress that we've actually made in this game just to do that. So, it's not necessary, but it's a cool little fight and cool little questline thing.
Yeah.
But next time, we'll probably tackling more of Denerim and hopefully getting back on track to getting into the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to check out my new channel, Sirenia Studios. It is linked usually in the description for these videos, as well as on my main channel page. It's one of the related channels, as well as Griffin's. He is on there as well, and check out his channel and his awesome, amazing content.
Will Smith poses.
And, I know that I bring this up almost every time. If you like the work that I do, outside of doing the super chats like Skeeto and Crackfog, or was it? Yes. And Alex a couple of times there have done today. The super chats help me out. And also, you can check out my Patreon. It is also linked in the description of this video. These things help quite a bit. I have goals that I am attempting to attain, but also it supports the work that I do. It means that, say, for example, if I want to have something particularly polished, I can pay someone to help me polish it and make it great. Thank you! Thank you, Craig Fox Jr. Last minute donation. Screw Goldana! Yeah.
Thank you so much for your support.
Wow. But thank you to everyone who came by to watch today. I've enjoyed having you guys chatting. You guys have made some of the best bad jokes and all of that, despite the constant back and forth today. And thank you to everyone who watches this afterwards. Thank you especially to everyone who donated through Super Chat today. That helps me tremendously. And thank you guys for checking out my new channel, Sirenia Studios, because that's going to be uploading something tomorrow. And it's always early access on Patreon as well, for just even $1 a month. So, thank you. God damn it, Skeeto! Thank you, Skeeto! Of course, last minute. You gotta. I guess you gotta.
He had to do it to you.
I guess he did. Ayo, says Skeeto.
Yes.
But I was going to say thank you, Griffin, for joining me once again.
Always a pleasure, despite the ribbing into you. I
Yes.
genuinely enjoy joining you for this.
And I am glad to have you on board with me. It does give me at least someone else to talk to while I'm doing this. Skeeto
Oh, yeah.
OP. Yeah, a little
I
bit.
mean, cutscenes notwithstanding.
So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.